Here, we're waiting for Mazepin to come through on Formula V content with 15 people. Ha. Little. Please give us Mazepin content. Come on, man. For Formula V content. So it seems like it takes 3 minutes to load in. Budge. Waiting on the official comment to come true. Be little. Oh, come on. Boo. Oh, wait, I think the ping's gone out. Has the ping gone out? I don't know if the ping's gone out, everyone. Assuming people are here, but... Hello? Yeah. We're, yeah. I think the ping's just gone out, so... Aiden's put Kieran for the win. When the actual ping and everything goes out, I'll have to explain. Yeah, no. We're meant to be starting in a minute and there's 16 of us. Like, I don't know, mates. Like, what's happening, bro? Like, what's happening here? Like, come on, man. Like, why is not the ping? Why is the ping, you know? Like, come on, man. What's happening? What is happening? Come on, man. Give me the ping. Give me the ping. Give me the ping. Give me the ping, man. Give me the ping. Oh, my lord. I actually don't freaking... okay, right. There's people freaking joining. Kieran for the win. Veloxy for the win. Shout out to Abdullah. Glad to have you racing for us. I'm not gonna lie, never seen you in my life. I'm assuming the ping's now gone out. I'm hoping it has. Ping's gone out. Cool. Ping's gone out. Ping's gone out. Ping's gone out. Right. I'm gonna introduce the stream. And then, I think you know me by now. If you know me on Formula V, you know I like to keep my hydration levels nice and high, right? So, you know, we gotta get the old glasses of water. But I'll do it when, you know, everyone's joined the stream and they know what the full situation is, just so I'm not absent on the mic. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting a little glass of water because you know how I am with the old hydration in my throat because I like to shout a lot during commentation. You know, it just is what it is. But yeah, a lot of things happening now. Hope you guys had a good Saturday. Go through all that malarkey. You know, I'll reach out in a second. I don't know which round. I think it's round 2. It's round 2 of Formula V around Britain. A lot of drivers home Grand Prix as of far. I think it's 8 or 9 of them for the win. But yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be back in a second. So just letting you know, I am going to go get a glass of water because you know how I am with my hydration. So I'll be 2 seconds. I haven't done this beforehand because I've literally just come back from a nap. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll be a second. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Righty. I've just come in at the perfect time. We love to see it, boys. Right, hello to everyone who's in the stream. There's a whopping 13 of you in the stream. I hope you guys are doing well. We're here for the Division 1 race of Formula V at Britain, second round. All that malarkey. I think we have a fair few people here. It's a good turnout. There's also Tier 2 Division 1 currently streaming. If you aren't watching this one, please try to watch that one at the same time, because obviously we want to show both things. We want to show both streams love. And if you haven't, please click the subscribe button. It means a lot for Formula V. And also, you would do it for me as well, wouldn't you? So, there you go. That's one good reason why you should do it. For some reason, my mic is very quiet, so we're going to have to increase that really quickly. Here we go. Here we go. And before you kill me, done this plenty of times now. Detail, don't really have to do anything. He's going to be first person out on track. Don't know. Let's read all the chats real quick. There's been about 8 or 9, so it's alright. Kieran for the win, Velocity for the win, Bufferino for the win, Josh for the win. Very conveniently, Josh put himself for the win. That's self-confidence at its finest. Oh, who was that just went out? It was Jammy. Jammy's gone out, and Jammy's going to be the first player. Whoa, that's a little bit of a... it's a lagging Williams of Callum. Callum can get some screen time. If you're watching, you're getting your screen time. You're not going to get much, but you're going to have some, don't worry. I'll allow you to have at least some screen time. So, there you go. Callum, you're going to get praised. Callum's being praised, everyone. Callum's being praised. Can you say my name? Ruby399_NL. Alright, your name's been said. Cool. Ollie, don't remind me about Coutinho. That man isn't insanely good, and I don't like it. Callum, why are you letting Jammy overtake you for, huh? I was meant to be praising you because you're the leader out front. Wow. Now you need to get back in front of him. By any means necessary. Any means necessary. You need to get in front of him. Can you guys just let me know that mic's all alright and there's no sound issues or anything like that? If that's okay. Yellow flag, sector 1. That's for Haas who's going slowly. Or Verify. We have 17, so it's a pretty good turnout. Right, okay, we'll go on board with Jammy, because we've been on board with Cam for a little bit too long. We've had his screen time. I am a United fan. I wouldn't necessarily say we're crying, because Aston Villa did deserve the win, so I'm happy we got away with a point. But, you know, it is what it is. You know. I'll take it. Thanks, Ollie, for letting me know my mic is good. Right, Jammy's going to be the first person to set a lap time, as he's going through turn 1 and 2 now. He's going around 180 miles an hour, as we go now, braking very early now, about 70 miles an hour through turn 3 and turn 4. Need to get good steering rotation through these next few corners. A very nice helmet design from Jammy. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of drivers home Grand Prix here tonight, so there are few people who want to win this. Obviously, Kieran, Rick, and Rom are probably going to be the people who are out front. Rom's claiming he's very, very strong at Britain, and I have no reason to not back him about it, as he's a very fast driver. As we're going now into Cops, and the famous words of Martin Brundle, and what I will be saying on the first lap, these are critical corners. I will be saying this on the first lap, no matter what, and if I don't say it on the first lap, then I'm going to be committed of forgery. Forgery? Yeah, forgery. There you go. As we're going through Maggots and Beckett's now, the most technical part of the track. Jammy's done that pretty much excellently, hitting the grass a little bit on the exit. That will shave off maybe half a tenth off his time, so he knows he can probably improve just a little bit more. I can't see the sector times because more people are joining. Welcome to the stream, everyone. You're all late comers, but you have come at a good time. At least you haven't come midway during the race, so it's alright. Yellow flag in sector 2. That's for, I don't know who that's for. That's just someone going slowly. That might be the Alfa Romeo Bufferino Phil. As Jammy, with the time we all have to beat, is a 127.6. Next car across the line, I think it will be Kieran. No, won't be. It's going to be Callum with a 126. Oh, that's close. Very, very close. Jetpack goes fastest with a 127.2 in the Alpine. It's Gleaming who's going to be next across the line, followed closely by, I believe that is Archie, as Gleaming goes a 128.2. It's going to be Archie with a 127.2. Very, very close. At the minute in the field in terms of turn 1. Rick's got a 137.3. Kieran goes with a 126.8, and that's gleaming out the session. Oh, Nelly. It's his home Grand Prix, and he's starting from the back of the grid. He's got everything to do and more. As Young Shots has set a 127.9. I believe next person to cross the line, that would be a Haas, so verify, but I think he might have invalidated or just not gone a bit slowly on his lap. He's going 5th gear, which isn't the greatest. It's going to be a Mercedes next. It's going to be Rom. Obviously, we know he's a quick driver, so we will see what his pace is looking like compared to Kieran, as he is someone who will be probably very, very close to him in this race a lot of the time. Obviously, a very good battle in Spain. But here we go. Rom is going to set a time for 127.3. So actually, Jetpack and Archie going faster than Rom at this track. So maybe he's just holding in that little bit of pace. However, Tobias goes at 127.2. We ain't seen much from Tobias this season yet. But obviously, you know, can go a lot better for Mercedes team after last race. But this is the time where I think it will be needed a better race. Obviously, I think his name's Abdullah. I'm going to go with that. Obviously, he's back racing. I've been told he's a very, very quick driver. I have not seen anything of him before, so I'm not going to give him high expectations or low expectations. I'm just going to see how he plays out in this race, and I'll give my expectations of him. Wackney's going to be coming through along with a few Alfa Romeos. Bufferino Phil will be crossing the line in a second. Jacobo's just crossed the line, 127.4. Bufferino Phil set up 127.9, so he has gone quickest. Rick set a 126.9. I've only just seen this, so this shows Kieran maybe has a little bit more of pace advantage. Who knows? Sorry. I bought 2 glasses of water, by the way, everyone, because I'm all organised. I'm organised like that, boys. Okay. I bought 2 glasses of water up because we're just different gravy. We're different gravy. Who do we pick on next for a little bit of screen time, shall we? Josh Tomo? We'll pick on Josh Tomo. There you go, Josh Tomo. You're getting your screen time. Josh taking Cops flat out, which is probably the minimum expectation around in Tier 1 Division 1. You're expecting to have to take Cops flat out. Very nice helmet design from Josh. Obviously matching the colours of Alfa Romeo. I believe it is his home race here tonight. Obviously, we know Josh Tomo is a very fast driver. If you were watching Kieran's Racing League earlier, then you know he was in the battle for the win. Sadly missed out because of a little spin and an incident with a fellow driver. But at the minute, he's showing his pace. What will his pace be, though? That's the question. And where will his time be? It's going to be a 127.5. That puts him P8 on the timing screens. And that is his lap finished. As we're going to move on, I believe, we'll go with Abdullah, as he's taking this corner at 178 miles an hour. That's the fastest I've seen as far from any driver. So the Alpine driver looking like a force to be reckoned with around Cops, seeing here he's got a very nice setup, good balance here between the downforce and the top speed as he goes purple sector 2. Not 100% sure about that though, obviously, because you know F1 likes to glitch us and make me excited with the whole people being purple in sector 2 and sector 1 where it's not actually purple. As now we're going to the end of the lap. We'll see Abdullah's real pace for the first time around Britain. What's his time going to be? It's going to be a 127.5, putting him P8, ever so slightly ahead of Josh Tomo. And now the cars ahead should be pretty much safe from elimination. So obviously Gleaming will more than likely be starting at the back of the grid unless Velocity cannot put a lap together, but all he has to do is probably put in a reasonable lap, and he has got in to Q2. Well, actually no, he hasn't. He's not at the back of the grid, we'll say that. Obviously anything can happen in terms of qualifying, Q2 and all that malarkey. As yeah, we're gonna look on Velocity's lap now. I think actually Rom's on the lap. Is Rom on the lap? No, Rom's valid. He's going to spectacle. Josh Tomo's not on a lap. Abdullah's not on a lap. Ajami's just started a lap. Surprising. He's going for a second lap in Q1. Yellow flag in sector 1. That is for now for Romeo of Josh Tomo. He may have had a little bit of a Spinella moment. We're gonna go with Velocity. Obviously, we're gonna give him his screen time. Because apparently I don't give midfield runners and everyone who's not Rick, Kieran and Rom screen time. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to give the midfielders and everyone else justice. Alright? So don't you worry, alright? I remember this, Alright? I'm a loving and caring commentator. That's something you don't get with other commentators. They're not loving and compassionate like I am. As Velocity takes that near enough flat out at 170 miles an hour, going through now to Maggots and Beckett's, to one of the toughest sequence of corners in any F1 calendar. As he's taken that very, very well, not hitting the curb or the grass at the end. You can see them grass marks from where previous drivers have hit the grass, maybe just going a little bit too wide on the exit of the corner. As Velocity now takes this very, very nicely, shaking up the brake balance, as he's going through that corner, showing he can do it each time on the lap. He's put the lap nicely together. What lap will it be though? That's the question. I think it's going to be maybe a 1:28.0. That puts him plumb last at the end of the pack. So the minute he's not getting out of Q1, who knows? Oh my god, I didn't. Right, Ollie, I'm doing it this race. The winner is going to be asked that question, alright? I'm not going to reveal the question, but unless you've just looked at chat, right? If you look at chat, you know the question. But you don't want to spoil yourself, so you don't want to look at the question, alright? That is a very good question. And I know who said it as well. Verify made the question. Verify made the question. So, yeah, Verify. Verify was a hero, actually, earlier. But we're going to go to Young Shots now in the Aston Martin. I still actually haven't thought of an answer for that question. I've been so sidetracked about that question. As Young Shots takes that flat out, going through now to Maggots and Beckett's. Taking Maggots and Beckett's, it's seeming like very nice sequence of corners. Kieran's retired from the session. He thinks he's done enough, and I also think he's done enough. Tobias is retired from the session. I think he's done enough too. I'm going to say top 7, 8, actually top 8, or can all retire. I don't think there needs to be anything else. As now we're going through, Young Shots goes P9, 127.4. Good lap there from Young Shots. A few people, Matty, can you look at Discord? I sent you weather from radar. Thank you. Thank you. Right, okay. Chance of rain, I think, in Q2 and Q3, to let you the stream know. There is a chance of Q2 and Q3 rain, but it's a dry and sunny race. Okay, right, cool. Why have I been added in the comment? Alright, they've restarted the Tier 2 Division 1 stream. I don't know what, I think that's because I logged in to the Formula V account, because I completely forgot to log into the account until about 5 to 8, because I'm silly, but I remember the password, because I'm just good like that. Rom, sorry, I've been too sidetracked on different things. Ruby puts Jetpack is so overrated. Jetpack, that was not me. You can slate them in the chat. Rom's aborted his lap for some reason. Don't know why, but you know. We'll go with it. Wackney's also invalidated his lap. There's Jacobo who's on a lap. He's 500ths up on his previous best time. He's now a 10th up on his previous best time. I don't know why my high UI has suddenly come up, because I suddenly pressed triangle. I was meant to press square to get rid of spectator menu. Right. As we're going through the last section. Jacobo was a 10th up, so this could put him potentially P8, maybe even P7. It's P8 for Jacobo. It's a good lap there from car number 66, the Ferrari man. Rom's going to go again, I'm assuming. Phil's invalidated. No one else is on the lap, really, but we'll just wait. We wait. By the way, everyone, if you're on an in lap at the end of quali, just go to the checkered flag instead of going to the going into the pits. It just saves us time, saves about 30 seconds of time probably. So just so we can get going a little bit faster. I do have to emphasise this in most leagues I'm in, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, again, we'll see. Rom is on the lap. Will he go out of it this time? I'm not sure. Let's see. Going through cops, what will his speed be? Gonna take that at 177 miles an hour, I've seen. Rick's retired from the session. It's gonna be quite tight between Rick, Kieran, and this man probably, who I'm on board with currently. We will see what's can he maybe get a few tenths of pace out of that Mercedes. We've seen his teammate can, and he's put it P3. But the question is, can Ron put it P3? He's invalidated his lap, so he can't do probably much more in Q1. Callum's out again. I don't think he improved much from his original time. Veloxy went to 127.6. I've seen that now. Which puts Verified Plum last behind ahead of Gleaming. But Gleaming's obviously got everything to do. One Red Bull's at the top, one Red Bull's at the bottom. Yeah, very contrasting, I have to say. Callum takes cops very well. We're going to look on board with him through Maggots and Beckett's, as he's taking Maggots and Beckett's very, very well, keeping the RPM nice and high. Just so there's no loose gear changes or anything sort of like that. There's two Alpines out on track. Callum's using Verify for slipstream purposes. Smart there from the Breadman. As he's going now into Abbey. I don't know most of the British corners, by the way. I am British, but I don't know most of the British corners, so don't slate me if I'm not knowing every single British corner off by heart. I know most of the iconic ones. As we're going through the final chicane now, going on to the Hamilton Straights. I don't like saying that. But Callum goes P11. He's improved on his time quite drastically, and it's done him well, putting him up, I believe, 3 positions, which is good time from him. Obviously, Young Shots can definitely improve. Abdullah, I think, can definitely improve as well, from what I've been seeing. But he's probably going to go again on his lap. Velocity, he's trying to go and improve on his lap. Verified's on the lap now. Yeah, a fair few people are on laps. Jude F1, but I thought Jamie left League Racing. No, Jacobo convinced him to come back, basically. But that's the story for another day. Shoes joins. That's the 18th person to join. I don't think Gal's joined actually. So he's one of the people who have not shown up. I don't know why my mic keeps doing that. It's really, really annoying. Please tell me if my mic's right now, because sometimes it turns off, which is really, really annoying. Young Shots retired from the session in the pit lane. Odd. But we'll go with it. As Verifies 2 tenths up on his original time. Could put him ahead of Velocity here. Your mic is fine. Thank you. Very, very much. As we're going through the last section now. The Haas, I believe the one and only Haas here, so Verify's really got to pull some points for the team, as it's only improving by 1 position over Phil. I think that's his quality over, to be honest. I don't think he'll be able to do another lap. Velocity's invalidated on his first lap, so he won't have another chance to do another lap. Abdullah is on a lap currently. Callum's just going to the pits, but everyone currently has finished other than Jetpack, Abdullah, Velocity's on an in lap technically, Verified's on an in lap. So I think, unless Abdullah improves, which he doesn't, he might be knocked out Q1. I'm not sure. Whoa, what's up? There's a little bit of beef going on. Toxin, are you even legal to be on Discord? Robbie, I agree with you. Jetpack is overrated. I am now. I know, right. Wait, who's Toxin? You. We know your name's Jed. It's not Jed, it's Jude. Get it right. Elbows, like, Jude. Yeah, well, get it right, mate. Commentator got it right for you. No one is improving. So I'm not sure. Go to the line. Please don't go to the pits, because it's annoying. And I get really annoyed about it. Yeah, please. I swear, Verify, if you go to the pits, I might kill you. Frick say verify. Verify, I was going to give you screen time as well. No, no chance. You're not getting screen time anymore. Go on, Velocity. Yeah, Velocity, you're not getting screen time either. No chance. Yeah, have fun. You're not getting screen time. People are right. Siski, who is your most underrated driver in this league? Oh. I have a few options. Tobias, Josh, Archie, Wackney. Wackney's definitely one. Welcome back time, boys. Starting from P17. That's pain. Rom's underrated. Yeah, Tobias is underrated. I've already said Tobias is underrated. There's a fair few that are underrated in Tier 1 Division 1. Actually, there's a fair that should be in Tier 1 Division 1 from Tier 1 Division 2 as well. But yeah, who's been knocked out of quali? Oh, only two. Bufferino and Gleeman. That's sad times for Bufferino. Rip Bufferino chain, in my opinion. I think we should start Rip Bufferino Phil. Rip Phil chain. So, if I have to go with the most underrated... I can't go with the most underrated. I have to go with a few. It has to be Josh, Tobias, Archie, and Wackney. They're my four. Who's criminally underrated. Rom is underrated, yes, but he's not criminally underrated. He's not like a Josh or an Archie or a Wackney or who was my final one? Tobias. 50% race. Yeah, it's 50% race. It's always a 50% race in Formula V, nothing but, unless there's a severe restart, which happened last week, and I pray that doesn't happen again. We have 15 people, so now I know the format, so top 10 will go through, 5 will go out. We'll see who goes through and who goes out. The question is, though, which tyres will everyone be on? You can see people rapidly changing. I have a quali cup of water and a race cup of water. My quali cup of water is now half full, and we're Q2. I'm not liking this. I'm hoping to leave a little bit over for the race, so we can, you know, just in case there's a safety car or anything like that. You know, I don't know. First car out on track. Everyone, put your predictions down for poll. And if you get it right, then I'll praise you. There you go. That's the reward. If you get the prediction right, then you win. And you get some praise off me. So that's a win-win in my opinion. You get the prediction right and you get praise off me. That's what I'm saying. As Archie's getting his little bit of screen time. I've had to focus on screen time now because I've been called out on it and I don't like it. Been called out a fair few times. Why have I been messaged on Discord a fair few times? Right. Sorry, I've just had some messages to attend to. I haven't been mentioned in Formula V, which is fine. That means the messages are irrelevant. Respect the water. Yeah, we have to respect the water. If you don't respect the water, then you're not a Siski fan. Archie's gonna be the first man on track. Fair few guys here on softs, but the game may glitch and say that some people are on medium softs when they're on mediums. I hate that glitch. Sandstorm obviously says up the willies. If you don't know what that means and you think everything's X-rated, it's up the Williams. Because I can't bother to explain that again, because in Spain it's going to be about 20 minutes to explain to some people who are thick. So Archie now going through the first little section of the course as a turn 3, very nice little bit from him. Going through turn 4 as well. Someone's put Kieran in the chat as well, so we have a little Kieran fan as well. as it is very, very close between these guys now. As these are critical corners, as one would say. A very unlucky person would say. I am going to say this in the chat, but not in the chat on the first lap, if you don't know, because I'm Martin Brundle. Martin Brundle at heart, mate. That's what I'm going to say. As we're going through Maggotts and Beckett's, it's the most technical part of the course, taking us at about 150 miles an hour. Marchie's done that very well. Lost the rears a little bit at the end. That's going to lose maybe, if I'm being honest, maybe even a tenth. Jammy's engineer is obviously rooting. Right, you spelled rooting wrong. So I don't like this. How you people are spelling things wrong, and it's not that I'm not liking it. I'm a spelling man. Let's go Rick and Velocity. There's obviously a McLaren fan in the house because he's got a McLaren profile picture. I'm assuming that's Lando. Archie says the time for 1:27.2. That's the benchmark time they've all got to beat. Callum is going to be the next man to cross the line with a 1:28.1. Kieran's got technical difficulties, which I did think he did. Jammy set a 1:27.4. I'll have to. No, actually, no. Gleeman can do that. I think his teammate can do that. Verify's out the session. Verify starting 15th. And Jacobo's following him. Oh my word! Jacobo's completely following him. We've caught that perfectly on air. Rick's gone faster with a 1:27.0. We've caught that perfectly well as Jetpack goes with a 1:27.1. Veloxi's at 1:27.6. Ron with 1:27.8. Callum 1:28.1. Veloxy. Young Shots with a 1:28.1. And Josh with a 1:41. And Abdullah with a 1:49. They obviously had pretty stinky laps. I have to say, Kieran's in the pits, so he's still not back yet, I don't think. I had this issue earlier, but it's his technical difficulties, which ain't great for the man who has been pimped to go for pole by a few people. I do need a drink, but I don't want to drink, because I think I have to start bringing up like 3 or 4 glasses of water, because my throat's going to die of severe dehydration. My esophagus won't be able to take it. That sounds very, very big brain, so I'm going to say that. Someone's going very slowly at Maggotts and Beckett's. That's a Williams. Callum's taking very inventive lines, so we like to see it from him. Rick's also taking very inventive lines, letting Rom through. But Rom's going to go to the pits, so not really much there. We're going to cut to Tobias as he's coming through Abbey. Going now into the final chicane. I think it's Stowe. It might be. I think it's Stowe that they call it. I'm pretty sure. As it's a 1:27.8 for Tobias, that puts him P8. Abdullah, that's his first real shine off pace. 1:27.4. That puts him P5. I'm hoping to be P4 because I could make a little joke about 4 and 4. You know, it would have been funny. Everyone's set a lap apart from Kieran, but he's not back in the session yet, so I'm assuming he's still having technical difficulties. So I'll invite him myself since someone else is going out. Let's have a look, boys. RRL Kieran 88. Cool. Send him an invite. I'm assuming he's DMing me, probably spamming me for an invite. No, I've been spammed by someone else. Again, I haven't been mentioned in Formula V, so that does not really concern me about the messages. Abdullah's on the in lap. Tobias, Kieran joined from my invite. Get flexed on, you noobs. Right, we're gonna take a little drink because you know we can. Hydration's always working. It's always working. Let me just check I have him muted before he says anything, because he's just joined the party and I'm in a party with some of them, but I've muted him for the stream purposes. Tobias is on an in lap. Yep. Rom's on an out lap. So obviously we haven't really seen his true pace, but I know Rom's got it in him because Britain is one of his strong tracks. So that's a very nice helmet design from Rom as well. In the Mercedes, obviously car number 42, I believe that is. So trying to get to Lewis Hamilton's 44. There's on 92. Shit, I can't look. Callum, hello. You got some more screen time. Praising you for being Breadman. Card number 69. Praise, and more praise. There you go. You got your praise and you got your screen time. Bam, we're moving on. Young Shots. We've had a little bit of screen time for him as well. McLaren's coming out. That's either Rick or Velocity, and I believe it's Velocity because Rick doesn't have to do much. Actually, it might be Rick. It's gonna be Rick or Velocity. It's Velocity. We are gonna cut to Rom. However, I do think Kieran's coming out on an outlap. He is. So we'll cut to him after Rom's lap. Or we can go progressively. We can go Rom, Callum, Young Shots, Velocity, Kieran. We'll do that. We'll go round on board with not on board. We'll just go round Britain with Rom as going through this little section here. Again, you can't really commentate on a quali lap because you can't really tell them like, you know, you can't really say there's an overtake or anything like that. I'm sorry, that's my PlayStation being really glitchy for what's just happened there. But you know. Right. Sorry. My headset's just disconnected, and I've tried to plug it back in, and I've missed it about 6 times. I've missed it in the controller. I was going to say a different thing that might have been a bit X-rated, but I'm not going to say that. But I completely missed, like, where you meant to... again, this is going to sound... Okay. I'm just not going to comment. There you go. We're not going to do that. But you get the gist. You get the gist. So Rob now coming through. Abby, he's invalidated his lap, so he's going to be steaming into the pits. Done it pretty much perfectly. We're going to cut to who we're going to cut to next. Callum, invalidated. Young Shots hasn't invalidated. We got like a good rotor. We got a good rotor. I think Kieran's on that lap. Has he overtaken everyone? No, he's at Cops. Oh no, he's just started his lap. Ah, cool. We'll cut to him. Actually, we won't. We'll cut to Young Shots because Young Shots. Oh, Young Shots is invalidated. Right, so we can actually cut to Kieran. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Velocity. Sorry, Velocity. I'm not missing out on you. My commentator. Cheers. My commentator too. Yeah, because I am the commentator. See. You know why my stream's really glitchy? It's really annoying me. I hate that because it's saying zero viewers and 0 comments. There you go. Now it's back. Now we're back to normality. Here we go. Here we go. Purple Aki and a Traki. If you're English and you know that, you're a real one. 70-ish miles an hour for Velocity. Does he invalidate on the last corner? He doesn't. He's gonna improve, but not by much. We're now going to cut to Kieran. He's going through Maggotts and Beckett's. Again, we can see his little helmet design. It's a very nice helmet design, especially for the British Grand Prix. His home Grand Prix. Yeah. As we're going through Abbey, we're going to see probably a few overtakes done here. And in this part here, going into the last chicane, there's going to be maybe a few dive bombs. Kieran almost spins it, so that's going to lose him a little bit of time. Question is, where will he finish? It will be a 1:27.6 for Kieran. Putting in P8, which actually doesn't make him safe. That effectively does not make him safe, because Rom's on a soft lap. Tobias is going to go being on a soft lap. He's improved by 7 cents, so he... My microphone's being really weird. Josh is invalidated. Kieran's gonna be on an in lap. He's going like a speed of a lion. Abdullah is going to set a lap now. Jetpack's on a lap. Tobias is on an in lap. We actually haven't given Jetpack much screen time, and he complains for me sometimes for screen time purposes, and yeah. So we'll give him the screen time. There you go, Jetpack. Goes about 200 quicker in sector 1. Won't improve his time. Oh, Kieran sets another time. That puts him safe for Q2. 27.0. So he's just set another lap. He's letting Josh Tomo through now as well. As we'll look at Jetpack. Going through Maggots and Beckett's, 190 miles an hour there for Jetpack, showing some real fearlessness. The one thing I don't like about Jetpack's driving is the fact that sometimes he puts the throttle and the brake on at the same time, and that's just made him not improve. It's by, again, very small margins, which improves that there's some consistency in the Alpine's pace. Minute 15 left to go of the session, so a fair few of these guys probably won't be able to get another lap in, but obviously it's going to be quite tight. As obviously 3 of the guys won't be able to get through. Josh needs a good lap to get through. Our Jetpack, sorry, he's improved by 9,000ths of a second, and he can't do anything more than 4th. So that's probably his chance of qualifying gone. Abdullah's gone to P6. He's improved by 1 position. It's not by much, but the field is not separated by much. At the minute, Rob is being knocked out of qualifying. What can he do? We'll have a look. So 1:26.7, that's what he can do, improved by a second. That's a very good lap from Rom, showing his real pace. And the rain's falling. Josh is coming through. 1:27.3, that puts in P9. That means Jammy is on the edge. And Jammy can't set another lap, so Callum's got to improve. He's improving by 5 tenths. It's P11. Jammy's made it. Only just. He's just made it. That's Callum knocked out. That's your top 10, everyone. No one else is on a flying lap. It was ever so close between Callum and Jammy. Jammy could have been knocked out. Both Ferraris could have been knocked out, sorry, in Q2. But unfortunately, it's only the one. Well, if you're a Red Bull fan, or if you're any other fan that's not Ferrari, you'd be probably kicking the air that both Ferraris aren't out currently. I'm a neutral fan because I don't support any team really. In other leagues I'm team principals. Here I'm not team principals. I'm just, you know, laying back. That's what I've got to say. Schuster has left the session. He's having a lot of technical difficulties. But rain is now falling. It's classic British weather. In a minute you'll probably be seeing seagulls. Yeah, people are still on laps, but obviously, you know, time. Callum's on low fuel mode. Josh is probably on low fuel mode as well. Mercedes, yeah, Mercedes 1-2. I've actually just noticed this. Mercedes are 1-2 currently. Could this be showing up in Q3? Who knows? Who knows? But Kieran and Jammy have managed to qualify on mediums. Just managed to qualify on mediums. Everyone else will be on softs. He's got a Callum. Thank you for going to the line, Callum. I salute you. Honestly, I salute you. Josh, I don't salute you, however. You're going to the pits. I don't salute you. But Callum, I'm praising you seriously. I salute you for going across the line. I salute you. I'm rooting for you. I'm showing bias now. I'm rooting for you. Carbo boys. That's what we're doing. I'm rooting for you. Alright, I'm rooting for you. Just waiting on Josh to come into the pits fully. There you go, cool. Right, so 7,000 separating 10th and 11th, so Jammy's really getting through by the skin of his teeth. But the top 10, it's Rom, Tobias, Rick, Kieran, Jetpack, Wackney, Abdullah, Archie, Josh and Jammy rounds off the top 10, with Callum, Velocity, Young Shots, Verify and Jacobo all out in Q2. Top 10 shootout begins next, everyone. We'll be seeing you then. Diddly doo. Jacobo and the mods. You support Williams. Only because my food brother's on it. There you go. I'm not supporting Williams, I'm supporting Callum. Right? That's me showing neutralism. Oh, right. Rightio. I want food because I'm hungry. But I can't get food, which is annoying. Oh, it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. See, the thing is, I could get food right now. What, is it wet or is no, it's interstices? Could get food right now, but I don't want to. Because I ain't like that. Ooh, I can report the comment. I can report comments. Ooh, nice. Right, first person out on track. Abdullah. No, it's not. It's Archie. In the one and only Williams. Left in qualifying. Both Alpines have made it through. Both Mercedes have made it through. They're the only teams that have 2 drivers making it through currently. I can delete comments. Well, can you make me delete comments? Can you? Can you make me delete comments? Anyway, Sandstorm, you can make me delete comments. That'd be nice. I'd have a lot of power then. Cause you know how it is. Come on. Kieran's back. Well, I mean, he's through, so that means he is back. He settled that time, so... You know... I could. Yeah, you could, and you will, won't you? You will. Come on, Sandstorm. Come on, Sandstorm. You know you will, and I can just go hijack... no, I'm not going to do anything, actually. Just, yeah, you can give me the power. Or just be on the Formula V account on your phone. That's smart. I could, yeah. I could start going into SBS stream and then they will never know it was me with the yeah. Sandstorm, you give me some ideas, my friend. You give me some ideas. Archie's gonna be starting the first qualifying lap of Q3. 10 minutes to go after the session, and I think it's gonna be a wet quali the entire way. As that's Jammy who's letting a few cars go through. But yet again, a few cars. Oh, I thought it was a little bit of a collision there, but it wasn't. Yeah, Sandstorm, please do. Archie invalidates. It was very tight, but he didn't validate. So Kieran's gonna be the first person to set a lap, and maybe a lap for pole. Hey, you're racing, aren't you? I swear you're racing, Eden. So if I were you, I'd get back to racing. Kieran now going through Q2. Q2? Cops. I don't know why I've just said Q2. That does not sound anything like cops. But you know, that's just that's how it is. As going through Maggots and Beck, is still taking it very, very fast. Actually, saying now, Kieran from pole, I got knocked out in Q2. How'd you get knocked out in Q2? Is it like realistic here or something? Or is the car performance realistic? Oh, I don't even want to read that comment. My team is Potato YT. I don't want to read that comment. little bit of X-rated comments in there, and obviously I might get kicked from the job if I read some X-rated comments. But Kieran's going to be the first man to come across the line. I think it's with a 1:35.4. That's the time they've all got to beat. I don't think many people are going to be beating that. Josh with a 1:36.8. Next is going to be it's going to be Jetpack. He's obviously showing some real pace in qualifying. 1:36.4. Who's next? It's going to be Jammy. Who's next? 1:36.6. Tobias. Oh, what's happening? Things glitching. Rick's at a 1:36.2. So I don't think anyone is on Kieran's level really around this track. Rom's invalidated. Why is my microphone being so annoying? Whoa, what happened? Hang on. There's been a comment that said, what happened? Alright then. I'm assuming there's been a comment that said that's not great. Yeah, you can get the respect, Ollie, there you go. Alright. Shuska's having a lot of technical difficulties, holy. No, just get a better Wi-Fi, kid. L. Abdullah is invalidated. Archie's going in the pits. Rom's invalidated. 6 minutes to go. Kieran's improved again. 1:35.1. Jesus. What a lap from Kieran to put him potential on provisional pole. That's an amazing lap from Kieran. I think he's come out for blood. Ah, right. Potato, someone's ratted you out. I'm not going to say who, but someone's ratted out your comments, so I know what you said. Abdullah's going for another lap. Rom's going for another lap, so we'll go to Rom, actually. Actually, we'll go to Josh Tomo. Why not? He's 1.3 seconds down on his original time. Oh, no. Get a better microphone. Get better spelling of comments and more vocabulary. Don't worry, I can come back here. Yeah, I didn't write you out because someone in this chat has ratted you out. I'm just saying. Someone has messaged me to see what it says, so you can't trust anyone. Can't trust anyone. Yeah, you'll probably have the entire stream now to try to find out who it is, but I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, someone ratted you. Someone ratted you out. Josh has finished his lap. Rom is on a valid lap still. So we'll see what his time's looking like. Jacobo is so unlucky. Well, he crashed the cops. So I'm not sure about that. Why is your game in miles an hour? My game's in miles an hour because it's the normal thing to have your thing in. If you're in kilometers an hour, you're a bit deluded, mate. I'm just saying. You're probably like American or something. And Americans are backwards, so that's my motto. 1:36.3 for Rom. It's a good time for Rom. A tenth more, and it could put him ahead of this man, Rick. Obviously, I think these are the three that will be battling it out later in the race. Again, I think Potato said something else. Again, I didn't see the message because I'm just not alertive. I have the game on miles an hour, so you're not changing it, guys, okay? I think even though I'm going to get probably subjected to mild amounts of peer pressure, or be a lot of peer pressure, then I'm not changing it, alright? Please, give me some reasons why it should be in kilometers and not miles an hour. Like, come on. They also have it in miles an hour, so I don't get what your point is. Just saying. They have it in both. So, yeah, have a point that you know has facts. Merc looking strong. Merc are looking strong. Third and fourth. They are looking very strong. Occupying the second row currently. But, Rom's going to push for the first row. Or the front row, sorry. That's what I should say. English people. It's not the fact it's English people. It's the fact that we're normal people. If you're American, then American are backwards. That's all I'm saying. Alright? So, pop down. Rom with a 1:35.9. That goes P2. That's a good lap from him. So we'll see what Rick comes back with later on. I think Jammy's on a lap, so we'll go to Jammy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Lennon. Lennon, I respect you. Lennon in miles an hour. Yeah, Lennon's normal. Yeah, they also have it on miles an hour, you muppets. Gosh. Give your points some validity. Well, that point has validity, but not entirely validity. Has some validity. That's what I got to say. Exactly. Miles an hour is so much more simple. Yeah, kilometers an hour. Yeah, no, there's no point. Miles an hour is just so much more simple. It's metric system, right? Metric system is just so much more better and easier to read than American system. I don't know what it's called, but it's the backward system. That's what I'm going to say. This stream is very offensive. If this stream is offensive, then I'm sorry, but it's how it is. My opinions won't change. My 2-year-old cat watches this. Yeah, well, you know, I'm now feeling a lot of remorse because, you know, your 2-year-old cat is watching this. So, that's what I'm saying. Jammy with a 1:36.3. That puts him P4. That's separating a few of the Mercedes. Along with this man, Rick. Down in P3. I've been focusing too much on chat. I've been not focusing enough on the racing. Okay, that was a good one. Fair enough. I won't read it, but it's a good comment. Right. Rom goes 1:35.4. That's P2. That means Rom's staying on the second row, and he won't be able to go out again, so he won't be able to set another lap. I think Jammy's on another lap. Tobias is on a lap, I'm assuming. Unless he's going again. He's going again. Jetpack is going on another lap. Josh is on a lap. Wackney is 2/10 up. So we'll see. Ego's P5 with a 1:36.3. My chat's currently being swarmed by 2-year-old cat comments. Kieran goes a 1:38.4. Just that increases his time even more, just showing he has so much confidence around this track currently. Abdullah's the only person to not set a time, so he'll be down in P10 if he don't set a time, and I don't think he'll finish in the required 15 to 14 seconds at the minute. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a very valid time at the minute, but we'll see. He may blow me out the water, but who knows. Lennon, I like you. Lennon, I like you. I like you, Lennon. Jammy can't improve, or he has improved, sorry. Rom's down to P5. Josh is into P4. That's a great lap from Josh. Separating Jammy and Rom. Wackney's down in P6. He can't improve. Tobias is improving by 5/10. This could put him ahead of his teammate here. Who knows? Right. Oh, Tobias is spin. He's spun. Tobias was 6/10 up, I think. Jetpack goes P6. His headset in a minute because I don't even know. Tobias is stuck. Tobias was stuck. For some reason. It's a bit weird. But you know. What it is. Josh, if you go into the pits, I swear to God. I don't want you better not go into the pits. Do not turn right. Yes, go on, Josh. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. She's called Nico Rosberg. But that is your Q3. Kieran's on pole, everyone. Rick's going to be closely following him on the start. Jammy will be P3, Josh P4, Ron P5, Archie P6, Jetpack P7, Wackney P8, Tobias P9, and Abdullah will round off the top 10 with his first rate back for a while. Alright, okay, right. I have to say things in quite a fast tone and in a fast way. Sometimes I muddle up my words a little bit, alright? But then I correct myself afterwards. Right? You see that I corrected myself afterwards. That was quite funny. Fair enough. It's good you're picking up on it. It means you're watching the stream thoroughly. Why are you speaking so fast? Well, if I spoke slow, then I would not be able to catch up with anything. That's the whole point of a commentator. I have to speak fast. Oh, I'm talking. That's what I mean. I'm talking. I am talking. Hell, I haven't mentioned in Discord at all. I don't think I have. We've not been mentioned, so I don't care. Right, start of the new race. Here we go. Lando Norris hot lap reference. It will be like golf. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I saw this video earlier. It was like if F1 and golf switch commentaries. It was a funny video. I can't remember who it was by, but I saw that video earlier. It's quite funny. Right. We're about to start the race. Here we go. If you've just seen me, I'm nothing like I just was in the race. I have different energies. For some reason, I think that's Jetpack who's just decided I'll go before everyone else on the formation lap, because why not? I think he thought it was a race start. We'll have a look at the tyres that everyone's on. There you go. Top 3 all on mediums, and then everyone from Josh down to Verify is on softs, and then Jacobo, Bufferino, Gleaming, and Schuskra are on the medium tyres. So fair few on softs. We'll see who gets the best start off the line. Ollie gets his praise, obviously, because he backed Kieran from being on pole. There you go, Ollie, you got your praise. I won't be looking at chat much in the race, just letting you know. So, yeah. That's just, that's something. But yeah, 26 laps around Silverstone. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of class battles. If you watch Kieran's League's race, you'll remember that Kieran and Archie had about a 14 lap battle, to my knowledge. Kieran ended up coming out on top, even with a 3-second time penalty, and Archie did not have a penalty. It came down to the last lap and the last corner, actually, pretty much. Stewart got disqualified. Oof. L. There's Rick fans, there's Kieran fans, I've seen a few Rom fans, I've seen a few Jetpack haters, I've seen no, I haven't seen any more fans other than that, I don't think. I've seen Jacobo fans, Ferrari fans overall, that's what I've seen. But other than that, there's no other fans that I know of. So Archie and Tobias are going to have very, very cold tyres on the start, so you're going to expect them to maybe have a worse start than others around them. Kieran's going to be leading them away here. He's going to be he's quite far ahead of Rick, considering this is a formation lap. Jamie's going to try back up the pack with Josh very close behind him. I think we're going to go to AI mode now. We're all going into AI mode. Who's going to be the last person? It is going to be Schuskra. Schuskra's going to be backing up the pack to the grid. We've got a Jammy fan, we've got a Callum fan, we got a McLaren fan. We got a fair few fans here, everyone. Let's hope for a good race, good start. That's what we're hoping for, everyone. Keeping it clean in turn 1. Here we go. Let's wait on the first light to come out. I think Schuskra is just parking on this grid spot now, as we are ready to go racing. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And we are racing, go, go, go. Kieran gets an alright start, and so does Rick. Rick actually gets a better start, but Kieran gets the better second phase. Josh gets a good start off the line. Jammy gets a Jammy doesn't get a best start off the line. Ron gets a good start. Jetpack, I think, loses a few positions off the start. Wackney gains a few positions as well, as Kieran has kept the lead ahead of Rick, ahead of Josh, ahead of Jammy, ahead of Rom, ahead of Wackney, ahead of Archie. Yellow flag in sector 1. That's Tobias, who's completely spun off. Abdullah and Josh. Josh has got no front wing. Not Josh. Shots has got no front wing, sorry. Jacobo's going all over the place at the end of the field. Gleaming and Verify, they look dropping positions. Gleaming makes 2 positions up at the start. He made 4 positions up, actually, off his original good position. But as it stands, Kieran is in the lead. These are critical corners, as Martin Brundle would say. I have said it on the first lap, don't you worry. I have remembered just in time as well. As the top 3 are 1.4 seconds ahead of Jammy already. Jammy hasn't had the best starts on that medium tyres. Rom's got to try and get past him here, as Velocity is trying to get past Callum in P9 and Ted, as Callum's holding up the field a little bit. Archie's going to try and get past Wackney now for P6, as we're going to look for the move. Archie's just a little bit too far back, running out of the straight. We're now going to go on board with Velocity. He's going to go into Abbey, and he's going to go for the move, but Callum, Velocity's going to push him off the track rather, and Callum's lost about 3 positions, and that's Bufferino Phil. He's out. Abdullah has arguably maybe hit off Bufferino Phil. We'll have a look at that. Wackney and Archie going side by side, going into turn 2 and 3, and that's I think that's Jetpack who's decided to join the battle, and Wackney spun. Archie's spun in rounds. Wackney's dropping a few positions. It's absolute carnage here on lap 1 and 2. Josh is trying to look for a move here on Rick, but he can't make the move stick. Rom's trying to make the move on Jammy, but again, he can't make the move stick. Gleaming's made a fair few positions off the start. I think he's made about 8 positions up, to my knowledge. Yeah, he has 8 positions, the most so far of any driver. Great recovery at the minute from the Red Bull man, who was obviously basically plumb last on the grid. We're going to cut now to Rom, as Jammy is not really taking advantage of the track limits. That's going to be a warning for him, as it stands. As we're going through Magnussen is the toughest area of the course. Ferrari spun, that's Jacobo. Jacobo's had a Spinella moment. He's been making fun a lot of the time of Rom for spinning. This time he spun. So there you go, Rom. If you want to look back on the stream, you can have your moment back. Wackney going to look for the move on Gleaming. Gleaming is obviously going to do everything and more to defend, but I think Wackney, he's got the inside line. He's going to go down the inside into Abbey, and it's a very, very nice move at the minute from Wackney, but Gleaming's going to come back at him. We're going to ride on board with him here as Wackney. He's going to look round the outside here, but Gleaming's going to have the outside line. He's going to try keep it Wackney. They're staying with each other. Velocity's picks his damage limitations. Gleaming and Wackney, they're still side by side. It's been about half a lap that have been side by side for us. We're going into turn 1. One of them surely got to back out. Gleaming's the one to back out. Abdullah has come out of nowhere ahead of Tobias, but it is going to be Wackney who's up into P8 and into the lead. Tobias makes the move ahead of Abdullah and into P10. Rick is trying to get the move done on Kieran. Again, these guys are saving the RS. Rom's made the move on Jammy's stick. I think he managed to catch it, but he's made the move stick up into P4. Good move there from Rom. We're going to go cut now to Gleaming and Wackney yet again. Tobias is going to try stick his nose where it doesn't belong. He's going to look for the move maybe round the outside, going round Brooklands, and he's made the move stick with the amazing grip of this softs. What a move from Tobias, and that proves the pace that he has in the Mercedes. It's a beautiful move from Tobias, one of the best moves I've seen yet in my commentating career. As we're going through cops now, Gleaming's had to back off, and he's now got Abdullah behind him to worry about. As Tobias, he's going to look for the move now on Wackney. As we're going through Magnussen Beckers, he's got to stay with him, but obviously it's so hard to follow during Magnussen Beckers. Jammy's made the move on Rom's stick. He's done it at the DRS zone. Meanwhile, Tobias is going to go for a move up into P8 yet again on Wackney. Does it before the braking zone, and a pretty easy move there for the Mercedes driver. As Josh Thomas is the fastest fastest lap of a 129.7. Good lap there from the Alfa Romeo driver. As Rom now, he's looking for the move on Jammy up in P4. Obviously, he's looking to send it here. Can't really get the move to stick. Does Rom. As he's going through turn 3 and turn 4 now, as we're going down now to the long straight, the DRS straight. Jammy, obviously, he's got 60% ERS. Rom is basically same ERS. They're both going to use ERS. Rom's going to go for it here, going into Brooklands, and he's got the moves done. A very nice move there. Schuster's made a move up into P14 ahead of Shots. Don't worry, I do catch these moves. As Rom is ahead of Jammy, and now Archie and Jetpack are both important to this battle. Archie has more ERS than both these guys, but yet again, it is very, very close. Jammy, I think he's got his second warning of the race at the minute, because he's gone wide at Cops twice, but yet again, he's very, 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 very close here. We'll have a look at Rick here, seeing if he can maybe make a move. He can't. He's just saving that ERS. He's got about 20% more than Kieran at the minute. Jammy is going to look for the move on Rom. It's going to be a very effective move on Rom, and it's a lovely move on Rom. Up in the P4, that is what Jammy can do. And yet again, it's going to be probably a continuous battle between these drivers at the minute for P4. Obviously, every point will count. Later on in the season, there'll be team bosses will be thanking them later on. As Archie's looking for the move on Rom, as he goes a little bit out of shape there, coming out of the last corner. Veloxity's looking for the move on Callum, as we're going into Maggots and Beckett's. We're going to look for it here. We may watch a move being done here up in the P12. Callum, Abdullah's got a penalty. I thought it was Callum, as Callum's going to not use any ERS. He's going to sit duck here, be a sitting duck, sorry. As Velocity now, he's made his way up in the P12, and it's a very good move there from Velocity. Rom can't make the move stick on Jammy, which is kind of annoying there for him, frustrating almost. As Rick has 92% ERS, showing he's playing the patience game and not really bothering about making the overtake. Josh is staying with him, but using a lot more ERS. I think Josh just got himself probably his first or second warning. But as Kieran now goes through Maggots and Beckett's, ERS levels are fluctuating. Here we go. Rick is going to try and pounce here. He's using a little bit of ERS, using a little bit again. Looking for a move potentially on Kieran. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. And he's just a little bit too far back to make the move stick. Rom has made the move stick on Jammy up in a P4. Obviously P4 to 7, separated by a fraction of a margin. As Jammy's going to look for the move. Maybe force him into a mistake, but he can't do so. As now we're going to look at Abdullah. Nope. We're actually going to look at Callum. Potentially getting the move done on Velocity. Obviously this battle for P12 is brewing. Velocity takes that Cops a little bit wider than he would have wanted. Callum now has got the opportunity to follow. He's got the ERS advantage. Will we see him make the DRS move? I think we should. It's very, very close, and he has the entire straight to do it. Is he going to use ERS? Velocity is using ERS. Callum, however, is not. He's now putting on the ERS, seeing if he can make the move stick before the end of the corner. Velocity peeks back the racing line, and he cannot make the move stick. We're going to go for the move potentially of Jammy. He's looking for the move, but he can't make it stick. He's braking a lot later than usual, but he can't make it stick. Archie's going to look for the move, as all these guys are using hardly any ERS. If it was me, I'd probably be on 10% ERS currently, as Archie's playing this very, very smartly to probably getting a warning there. Jammy surely got a track limits violation now, but he hasn't. Abdullah gets a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits. I think Jammy knows the track limits of this track. That sounds a little bit weird, but you know. Doesn't make grammatical sense probably, but you know, we'll go with it. As again, Rick is looking for the move on Kieran. I've only just seen that on my timing screens. We're going to look at this battle now for the front, because I think Kieran and Rick are looking for the time to pounce. It's about 20% ERS difference. Josh is on the same as Kieran, but yet again, it's not the most ERS, but Rick does have 80%, proving that he has the time to strike. He's setting very consistent lap times. It's the McLaren driver, obviously won out in Spain last time, didn't win on track 1 because of penalties. Keeping it clean, I think penalties will play a massive factor in this race, as it's only 2 tenths now separating these guys. I think Rick will try to go for the move here on Kieran for the lead of this race. Here we go. as he's not going to use DRS, but he has DRS. DRS isn't really that powerful around here, actually. You've got to use that ERS to make the move stick, and Rick is playing the patience game, trying to force Kieran into a mistake, so he doesn't actually use too much of the ERS. No moves made in the P4, 5, 6, and 7 battle, so we're going to go to the front 3, as they're separated by around about 8 tenths, maybe even a second. So it is close. It's close between these guys, and obviously Rick's got to remember that he's got Josh Tomo behind him, and he's got to defend from him. Yet again, he's got to focus on the attack of Kieran, as Jammy and Archie, I think Jammy's made a move down at Cops, so if he's made a move, it's an amazing move. I think Archie and Jammy are pretty much side by side. They're gonna look to fluctuate positions. I swear to God, this move. Rick has made the move on Kieran. My headset's disconnected, which is so annoying. But again, Rick and Kieran have swapped positions for the first time in this race. Rick's got the not the championship lead, the race lead. Rick sets the fastest lap as well with a 129.6, using a little bit more ERS than he would have wanted. He's 4 tenths ahead already, ahead of Kieran. So it is looking potentially like a dominant performance potentially from Rick or Kieran. Obviously Josh is lingering behind. Any mistake that these guys will make, Josh will happily capitalise on it. As now we're looking for the move here is Kieran. He's going to look a little bit far back. Rick's not going to use any ERS. It's about 30% ERS the difference. That's Jetpack who I believe spun. Jetpack spun. Jetpack also makes fun of people for spinning. But you know, this time he has spun. So again, the two main people who make fun of people of spinning have spun in this race. So that's what I'm saying. Kieran 3 tenths behind. There's Rick Bufferinos in chat. I've had a little look at chat. Archie and Jammy getting a little bit close again, but we're going to stay with this battle at the front between Kieran and Rick. I think this is going to be an ongoing battle all season long, as Kieran's going to use ERS, but so is Rick. It's about 30% difference to estimate between these two. Kieran's just a little bit too far back, running out of straight yet again. Josh is slowly fading from this battle on them softs. He may have to pit soon, potentially, for medium compounder tyres, as these two are getting a little bit out of range. I'm going to finish off my quali water, just so we have a full glass now for the race, and we've got about 20 laps to waste it. Kieran actually goes 2 tenths faster on that lap, showing he is going to push that little bit more than the other drivers. Callum's going to look for a move on Velocity. We'll actually cut to him, actually, because he wants a lot of screen time. We're going to give him that screen time, but as soon as we do that, we're going to cut to Rick and Kieran, as I think they are going to get very close. We are going to go back to it, actually, because Kieran's going to make the move, and we cut to it at the perfect time, because he made the move stick ahead of Rick, and that is the race lead changed once again for the Red Bull and Home Grand Prix driver. As Callum was looking for the move on Velocity, he blocks him off ever so slightly, and he actually runs into the back of him, if anything, because he's actually going that slowly for Callum. As it's only 3 tenths. Jetpack and Wackney swapping positions now. As it's very close between 8th, 9th, and again 4th, 5th, and 6th. Tobias is kind of in his own race, and then all the battles are happening from there. But here we go. The battle for the lead. Kieran is not using any ERS, but yet again he's on lower ERS. But Rick is saving loads and loads of ERS, for 73% in the tank. So actually, this is a race on who can save the most ERS, more than likely. So if I was Kieran, I'd be saving that ERS more than anyone, actually, currently, because it's a fair few distance. Rom's pitting. He's the first person to pit properly without damage limitation in this race. So we'll see what tyres he pits onto pretty much now. Let's have a look. It's going to be mediums that Rom's pitting onto. Question is, Rick's using a little bit of ERS. Kieran's not going to use any. It's pretty much even Stevens now in terms of ERS, but Kieran's going to use a little bit more to stay ahead, and he has stayed ahead of Rick, but Rick's again up to 75%. Kieran's up to about 60, so it's about 15% difference. That 15% can mean everything. And again, Josh is just lingering around, looking for an opportunity to potentially strike. He's doing well, is Josh, just staying with the leading two. as Rick now, he's only 3/10 behind Kieran at the minute. Obviously lap 10 of 26, we're near half distance, no safety cars as of yet, and 1 DNF, so it's been a good clean race so far, which is what I like. Rick's going 3/10 quicker than his original time. Kieran's lagging a little bit on Rick's screen and on my screen, showing he has a little bit of Wi-Fi problems. Archie's made the move on Jammy before the braking zone, and that's him up into P4. We know Archie's strong at his track, if you know from Kieran's racing league. Veloxi's made the move on Callum for P12. Archie's pits, however. He's on the soft compounder tyres. Josh will surely have to pit soon. No? Surely have to pit soon for mediums. We will see. Rick's got a very nice exit. Sorry, entry, but Kieran's got a better exit. As again, the ERS levels is very even. It's actually pretty even at the minute between the two ahead. So Kieran's done well to save that ERS. But again, Rick, again, he's saving that ERS like a maniac. And now he's using it yet again. Just a little bit on the exit. It's pretty much even Stevens here in terms of ERS levels. So it's pretty much on pace advantage. And obviously using that DRS as Wackney pits. Tobias gets the overtake done on him. As we are now going to hopefully look for a move. Wackney's pitted. Callum and Veloxy are going to overtake him here. As we'll have a look on board with Rick. Kieran again is lagging. It's again just a little bit using the ERS. Kieran's having a little bit of Wi-Fi problems. So we're hoping he doesn't disconnect. Because obviously that would not be great from his side of view. Oh, what's happened? Oh, Kieran's teleporting. That's what's happening. Josh has pitted meanwhile. He's probably going to pit for medium tyres. No, seeing that the softs can maybe go 12 laps at the minute. Yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. That's an Alpine. That's Abdullah, who has completely spun it round at Brooklands. Jammy's up to P3. You know what? Jammy's still not out this race, you know. 6.4 seconds behind. He's still in this. That's what I'm saying. Yet again, it's similar ERS levels between these two. Kieran's Wi-Fi is not the greatest. That's not usually him. Oh, wait, Rick's got front wing damage! Oh! Oh! Rick has got front wing damage. Because of Kieran's laggy Wi-Fi, Rick has got front wing damage. If your name is Josh Tomo, you are liking the sound of what I've just said. You are liking and also if your name is Jammy, you are liking the sound of what I've just said. Because Rick is now got front wing damage and he's now got to pit, so that means his strategy has completely changed. Completely changed. So now it's probably going to two-way fight for the win between Josh Tomo and Kieran. So Rom has pitted, not Rom, Rick has pitted. So that's messed up his race a little bit. That has messed up his race a little bit. I think Kieran's just left the session. Because he's just left the party, so I'm assuming he's just left the session. He's just left the session, so I'm going to invite him back quickly. His Wi-Fi's not being the greatest right now. So I'm going to invite him quickly. Just give me 2 seconds, everyone. There you go, I've invited him back into the game. Jammy now has his time to capitalise. He's going to be using everything and more to try get close to Kieran. Abdullah's retired from the session. Is that a safety car? It's a VSC. That's giving Kieran perfect time to come back in. As Kieran now has basically 100% ERS. A lot of cars are pitting. Callum's not pitting. Veloxi's pitting. Youngshot's pitting. Schuster's pitting. Jacobo's on hards and he's pitting. That's surprising. Verify's also pitting. So it's a full safety car. Oh. So Rick's now back in the race. It is a full safety car, everyone. Question is, I'm assuming Kieran will pit. He has. Assuming Jamie's going to follow him in. I'm assuming Josh will follow him in as well, but Kieran will. Microphone. Onto the hard tyres. What's Jamie going on to? Jamie's on the softs. Advantage Jamie, as it seems. Has Kieran made the wrong decision here? Going onto the hard tyres. Jamie's tyres will be aching at the end of the race, but actually, at the end of the safety car, it will probably be lap 16. So actually, 10 laps on the softs is dealable. And we've seen that people can do it. So has Kieran made the wrong decision, and we could see potentially a Jamie win here for the Ferrari. Josh has stayed out, obviously on new mediums. Rick's pitting. He's pitting for softs. Gleeman's pitting for softs. Kieran, I think, has made the wrong decision here. Rom's also made the pit for softs. Again, everyone's on softs and mediums other than Kieran. So, I have no idea what Kieran's done there, but he thinks it's the right decision to go on to hards. Who knows? As Kieran's just rejoined the party that we're currently in. That's wrong decision there, in my opinion, from Kieran in terms of strategy. We don't know if that was a purposeful pit on. It wasn't a purposeful pit onto hards. Oh no. So he pitted, but onto the wrong tyre. He pitted onto hards, not softs. So the question is, he can potentially pit here and get out in maybe P8 behind his teammate Gleeman. So does he pit here, go onto the softs? It's reset everything on my F1. As in, can you race still? Or what's happening? Oh, Cody's reset everything on my F1. Oh, it's done the glitch. Right, okay. I don't know if you're racing or not. Are you racing or not? Right, Kieran's pitting. He's pitting for softs, I'm assuming. The game's a little bit screwed him over a little bit there. So we'll see what he can do in terms of recovery. I think he'll be out ahead of Velocity. Actually, no, he won't. He'll probably be behind Velocity and Callum, ahead of Jacobo. So Jamie will be the race leader. It's going to be closer between Kieran and Velocity. We'll see if he comes out ahead. I like this this thing. Will Jacobo get out ahead of Kieran? Yes, he will. Kieran's out in P13. He's got a lot of work to do in these next few laps, but obviously that's what he likes to do. We're going to see a battle re-ensue between Kieran and Jacobo. We'll see what it's like. We'll see if there's maybe an argument afterwards or anything like that. Who knows? Obviously, his title contenders in P6, and Jamie is up in. Can we see the tyres? You can see the tyres, but the predominant amount of them are on the softs. That's the tyres, everyone. It's a lobby glitching. I have no idea, to be honest. There you go. That's the tyres, everyone. Jamie is your new and effective race leader. Show penalties. Sure. There you go. Wackney with a 9-second penalty, Archie with a 3-second, Tobias with a 6 seconds, Young Shots with a 6 second, and Shoescroll with a 3 second. Everyone else does not have a penalty as of far. Safety car's not coming in this lap, so it's looking like we're going to do another lap around the safety around with the safety car. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Yeah, I think I did show the tyres, but I can show them for a little bit longer. There you go. You've got about a minute to... There, yeah, I'm sure. Right, okay, you don't have to... Right, you don't have to, like... shoot me, because I didn't show that. I showed the tyres for like 15 seconds because Wackney wanted the penalties. Alright? I'm only going off what the recent chats tell me, okay? So if the recent chats tell me to show penalties, I'm showing penalties, alright? You all are turned into Duracell here, and I'm not liking it. Duracell's a man who likes to show the tyres. It's again not much really for me to commentate about, so it's gonna be pretty much silent because, you know, nothing really to commentate about in a safety car. Period. There you go, you've had your tyres. Bum shakalak. You've had your tyre time. Guys, I'm getting a new headset because I've had enough of this. This headset is terrible. Safety car should be in this lap. There's no way that it's not going to be. Jammy will lead us away. Safety car's in this lap, so Jammy is going to be leading us away. Will Josh Tomo be able to keep up with him? Obviously, Rom's on new softs, Wackney's on mediums, Rick's on softs, so Rick's going to have a very good pace advantage, actually. So Rick's actually on for the win again. 2 wins from 2, potentially. Is Jammy going to lead us away immediately? Josh is staying with him well. But as soon as he turns on the ERS, we know he's gone. He's gone. He hasn't caught Josh napping, however. Josh has stayed with him well. Turtle Beach headsets are expensive, but they have great quality. I have one. I'm happy with it. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll go back to it. But anyways, on the restart, Jetpack is trying to stay with Josh Tomo, but he can't really get there because of the medium combat tyres. Rick's trying to get past Wackney, but yet again he's getting that warnings for track limits. But the question is actually, let's have a look at this battle. P12 and P13. If you know, last season these two were in the wars with each other. P12 and P13, Jacobo and Kieran. Obviously a few incidents, one at Belgium, one at Abu Dhabi in the last race. You know, there's been a fair few incidents at the minute. So at the front, sorry, it's a fair few little overtakes and incidents as far. But Rick, obviously in P6, trying to get his way through the field with only a few laps left to go. He's trying to get past Wackney, but yet again Wackney has a slipstream here on Rom. Jacobo's made the move on Callum, so has Kieran. So they've double followed through there. Kieran's made a move on Jacobo. I think they're going side by side. They're going side by side. Title rivals as they were. And rivals, but yet again, I think they're friends. As Jammy sets the fastest lap of the race. But Kieran and Jacobo. Kieran spun. It was inevitable. It was going to happen. Oh no. That's poor. Kieran's now at the back. Kieran's locks faded again. As Archie makes an amazing move there on Gleaming, so does Tobias. The Red Bulls are fading. The Red Bulls are fading. As now, Rom. He's looking for the move on Jetpack. Jetpack's out of DRS range between Josh and Jammy. That's drama. That's massive drama here. Kieran is completely out of this race. There's no chance he can get back into it unless there's a safety car. But yet again, it's Jacobo and Kieran. Every time, as it seems they can never get a break from each other. And if you're in the Discord, you're probably going to be seeing a little argument later. But enough about them two. I think we're going to go back onto the race that's currently present. Tobias looking for the move here on Archie. He can't make the move stick, however. DRS has been enabled. Gleamy's got to pit. It's not been a good race from Red Bull. They're last and second last at the minute. If you're a Red Bull fan, you are not going to be happy about the British Grand Prix. You've got to be showing sympathy for the Red Bull boys, because they're deserving better than currently what they're getting. But here we go. Rom's going to look for the move now on Jetpack. He's going to look for the move around the outside. Can't make it stick though. Rick's made the move. Wackney and Archie, they're going side by side, pushing each other off the track here. And it's a very good move from Archie with a lot more grip. And it's a beautiful move there. As Rom now, he's looking for a move on Jetpack. These are critical corners, as yet again I will say, but yeah, it won't happen. Let's be real. Josh and Jammy, they're still fighting for the lead, but it's not a big enough gap that really an overtake will happen. As a yellow flag in sector 1, that's Gleaming. Gleaming spun it. That's another spin to add to the charts. As Rom has got a slipstream on Jetpack for the podium positions. What will Rom do? Will he send it around the outside? Yes, he will. It's Rom. But Jetpack's done very, very well to keep it ahead. And again, I think he's going to go for the move down the inside. It's going to be a lovely move here from Rom, potentially. Jetpack gives him the room. These two are great friends and have mutual respect for each other. Jetpack giving them just enough room. That's very clean driving from Jetpack in the Alpine. Good defending there from him. By the way, guys, if you don't know what I do in commentary streams, I don't pick my driver of the days. Everyone, you get to pick driver of the day. So please get your votes in. You have to the end of the race, so everyone crosses the line for the end of the race. Kieran sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.4, showing he'll have the last laugh of the race. He'll try to claw his way back up the field. As Rom, he's going to look for the move on Jetpack. He's made the move stick potentially. He hasn't. Jetpack's going to keep fighting. It's a lovely battle here for P3. Jetpack's not going to let this go. As Rom has made the move stick up into P3. It's a beautiful move there from Rom. He's got 1.4 seconds to catch to get to Josh and Jammy for the race win. Question is, will Josh get the win? Who knows? But again, sorry, I was midway through explaining. You guys have got to the end of the race to decide your driver of the day vote. I'll put up the position change really quickly. There you go, there's the position change. The most someone's made is Schuskra. With 5 positions. But yeah, again, you do have to the end of the race to vote. So please don't rush your votes. Rick's trying to make the move on Jetpack for P4, and he's done it successfully. It's a very good move from the McLaren driver. Obviously, there's going to be big points over his championship rival, Kieran. And this will probably help him out a lot later on in the season. I so far think Jammy, it may have some finished buyers, but to say he could have left this weekend is on for a win. That's true. Rom's out. It's a safety car. Oh no! I didn't even catch it. Rom's out the session. That's heartbreak for him. As again, we're going to see this little battle here between Kieran and Jacobo. Let's hope it's not another incident. Between these two. Because obviously that's the last thing we want between these guys. We want it to be a clean and fair race. And yet again, Jammy and Josh, they're very close to each other. Rom spun, yeah, I know. Archie's made a move on Wackney. I believe he made it in Cops. But we're going to look at this battle up front between Jammy and Josh. It's only 3 tenths now separating these two drivers. Josh is going to look for the move. Jammy's running out of ERS and he can't get the move. He's running out of straight. Yeah, again, I don't think Kieran can get the move done on Jacobo. I think he's going to have to settle for P14. Verify's going to look for the move on Callum. I think he's going to go for it here. He's going to send it here, is Verify. Rick gets the fastest laps. That's going to be an extra point added to his points tally at the end of the race. But Josh is right on the back of Jammy. Jammy has little ERS compared to Josh. Kieran's pitting. He's going for fastest lap. Unless he's just got wing limitations. He's going for fastest lap. He does not want that point going to Rick. But the battle for the win is on. Verify's made the move on Callum Stick for P9. Tobias has made the move on Jetpack for P4. We know Jetpack, he's going to defend like a lion. He's in the Alpine for a reason. As Tobias makes the move Stick, however, he's just got the tyre advantage over Jetpack. Now Rick's been brought in the battle to win again. For between Jammy, Josh and Rick. Who knows who's going to win this race in a minute, as DRS detection point has been gone through. And Josh has got it. Jammy runs over the grass. This gives Josh an advantage. I think there's going to be a changeover for the lead. Josh Tomo, he's going to go around the outside here. Jammy's running out of ERS. He's going to make the move Stick, and he has. Josh is into the lead of the British Grand Prix, his home Grand Prix, may I say. And Rick is very closely behind these guys. He's got limited ERS. Josh actually has the most ERS. And he's in the lead. Callum and Verify again. These two are jostling and jockeying for position. As is P9 now. Who's going to break later? It's going to be Verify, but obviously he's got a long way to go. And Callum breaks, actually has a little bit more sort of leeway to break than Verify. Schuster is going to look for the move as Shots gets a penalty. We're going to go into turn 1 now. Schuster's got a lot more ERS, but he backs out very well between for P11. It's 5 tenths now separating these guys as Jammy's using everything and more to keep ahead of Josh. Who's going to break later, Jammy or Josh? It's going to be Jammy. Jammy goes round the outside. He has the inside line going into the next corner, but Josh does so incredibly well to keep ahead. It's a beautiful, beautiful defending here from Josh Tomo. If he wins the race, surely it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing win. No restart. Sorry, Ron. Show warnings. I can't show warnings, sorry. That's just not how I'm doing it. Rick's made the move on Jammy. It's an outrageous move, but it's a move. Could this be another win for Rick? Potentially. Rick's got DRS. They're both on the same lap hold. No, sorry, Rick's on softs. Josh is on mediums. Rick's made it stick. Rick's done it. Rick's 5 tenths ahead already. Would this be a Rick win? Yet again. We will see. I think Rick's going to win it again. Unless Josh can do something about it. But Rick is so incredibly hard. Did Jammy get... Jammy got wing damage! I didn't even realise! I'm so sorry, I didn't even realise Jammy got wing damage! Yellow flag, sector 2! Archie's gone! Archie's gone round! It's heartbreak for the Williams team! Heartbreak for the Ferrari team! Jammy was on for a podium. Josh is still in Rick's DRS. He's trying to stay in it as much as he can. Jetpack's looking for the podium. So is Tobias, the two Dutchmen. Both looking for the podium. Velocity is looking for the move on Wackney for P6. But eventually it might be P5 because Jammy, he's trying to limp home with wing damage. I'm not sure, but he might have to pit. He's not. He's going to keep going. I respect him. He's a warrior. It's 6 tenths between Rick and Josh. The tyre advantage should start to come into Josh's hands now. 2 laps to go at the British Grand Prix, everyone. (9-10) separating these 2 drivers. Josh has got to do something, and he's got to do it quick, or else Rick is winning this race. It's 7/10 now between these drivers. Will any of them get a penalty? We don't know. Rick has done ever so well this race. People are putting things in chat, but I can't read it right now, I'm sorry. It's 8/10 between these 2. These are the 2 that are in competition for the win. They've got to put everything and more now into this final lap of the British Grand Prix. It's obviously Josh's home race. And Rick obviously wants that championship advantage as Jetpack gets past Tobias. Jetpack has got past Tobias. The Alpine's up in a P3. 6/10 now between these 2. Again, my PS4's being glitchy. Don't do this to me now. Don't do this to me now, PS4. It's 4/10 now separating these 2. It's ever so close. 2/10 between the top 2. 4/10, 5/10. Josh has got DRS. He's got 2 more overtaking opportunities to potentially make the move stick and get the race win. Will it be Rick or will it be Josh? Who knows? We've got a few corners left to find out. Half a lap probably to go. As we're going through sector 1, Josh can't make it stick, but Rick is probably going to use everything and more. Tyre advantage is going to be on Josh's side. 26 to 26 laps. I wish there could be more, but unfortunately there isn't. It is very, very close as Gleeman gets a penalty for multiple warnings. It's 7/10. I think Rick has done it. Josh has really got to push. Rick maybe could get a penalty, or maybe Josh could get a penalty. That would decide things. As yet again, I think Rick's done it. It's 8/10 of a second. It's been a valiant drive from Josh. You can't take anything away from the man. Yellow flag in sector 2, sector 1. That's Gleeman who spun round. Josh has come ever so close. It's going to be a P2 finish for Josh. He's done so well, but coming through the final corners, he's drove so well. Rick is going to win the British Grand Prix. Big win from Rick over his title rival Kieran. Josh is going to come through for P2. Jetpack is going to come through ever so slightly for P3, ahead of Tobias in P4. Wackney in the Aston Martin will come through for P5 ahead of, Velocity will be P5. Verify P6 in the 1 Haas. Schutzer 7th. Jamie 8th. Callum 9th. Young Shots will be 10th, Wackney 11th, Archie 12th, Jacobo will come through for P13. There's been some controversy between Jacobo and Kieran. He'll come through for P13. Kieran will come through for P14. It's been so unlucky this race. Obviously put it on pole, but it's advantage Rick going into 3 to be 20 points ahead in the championship, ahead of his 2 title rivals. Kieran will come through for P14, and Gleeman will be your last man to come across the race. Rob spun it. I'm gonna add Rick to the party really quickly. Gleeman will finish P15. My word, what a race, everyone. Let's just add Rick. There you go. Wait, no. Add players. Let's hope we don't miss the podium thing for TikTok and that. There you go. We're not skipping the podium. There you go. There you go, TikTok boys. You got the podium. There you go. Right. Hopefully Rick joins soon. Let's hope he joins soon. Massive result from McLaren. Let's hope that Rick joins the party. We'll see. Will he join the party? That's the question. Who knows? I'm gonna ask him really quickly and just tell him to join the party. Oh. Rick. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right. Well, first of all, congrats. You are echoing your mic currently, so if you can just unplug it and then plug it back in, that'd be nice. Thank you. Right. So, first of all, I'm gonna say congratulations. You fought so well all race. I'm gonna say this, I say this a lot of the time. How do you think the safety cars have implemented the race today, or helped out in your favour?
Yeah, I got damage on Kieran because he was lagging a bit, so I bit it too hard, and then I thought it was over. But then the safety car came out, and then I just did a good recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, you fought valiantly well, making some absolutely amazing overtakes. I'm gonna ask a very boring question, but how do you feel?
I'm feeling great, because yeah, this is big for the championship, right?
Of course. And again, I'm gonna ask my final question. How was your battle with Josh Tummer? What were you thinking? What was your thought process going through the final few laps?
Yeah, I know he had a lot more downforce, so he could keep up good through the corners, but then I just stayed ahead on the last lap.
Yeah, you did incredibly well. I'm gonna let you go because you can celebrate the win. But this is massive points for the championship for both McLaren and Rick himself. Thank you, Rick, and I'll talk to you hopefully soon. Yet again.
Good evening.
But that is going to be it, everyone, for the Rapid Racing League Formula V, sorry, round 2. I've just seen someone from Rapid Racing League, that's all. As now, that is the end of round 2. There's been some controversy later on in the field, but that's going to be it here from me. I've been happy to commentate over this race. So yeah, I'm happy to say that this is the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I've been happy to commentate on it. Thank you all, see you next week, and good night.